Hi everyone, it's Shell here from Designs by Shell. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have some cards I want to share with you and hopefully give you some inspiration to create some of your own. I've used these really pretty circle dies, I guess they're these fancy circle dies. They've got this kind of nice scalloped edge with kind of cutouts in there, and they come in different sizes, and these ones I purchased on Amazon. And so I've used some of these to layer on these cards. And if you don't have a die cutting machine or these metal dies, there's lots of ways you can still do layering with shapes, like say circles, for instance. Just you could trace different sizes, like even a washi tape roll, or this is another sticky tape roll that I have, and just get the varying sizes. And here's trace your little glue bottle or stickle bottle, and so that you could layer them up on your cards. You could also use different size glasses or cups to trace, and or even maybe if you wanted to do squares, you could do square boxes. There's lots of ways you can get shapes. You could also go to the craft store and buy pre-packaged different shapes. They sell at Michael's or even the dollar stores. So let's get started here. I'll show you what I've got today. So I've used this reindeer die, or no, sorry, not die, stamp. And that's from this package here. Let's see. The stamp set I think I bought probably last year or last Christmas. And this is the reindeer in here that I used. And I embossed him, and in the silver embossing, with silver embossing powder. And then you can see the two layers of the fancy die cuts that I used on there. I did one in a printed paper in red and green, and then the top one in just white, so that I could, the reindeer would stand out on there. I also used one of my embossing folders to create this background here with it's a wood grain, but it kind of looks like snow. So I used that, and then just a piece with some red kind of little vines on there. And then I also die cut out this word here, Merry and Christmas, that I stamped. And that was from a stamp set. I think I've shown this stamp set before, from the Recollections Christmas Noel. So yeah, so this is the first card, and I added some little kind of iridescent snowflakes on here in places. I used some of the stickle again. And so that's what the first one looks like. Let's see here. Here's the second one. So this one's similar. I just changed up the background here. Still an embossing folder, but this one has little vines and holly berries and leaves on it. And then the two layers of the fancy die cut there. And embossed the reindeer after I stamped it on there with silver embossing powder. Added a pretty embossed snowflake as well. I used some of my foil scraps for some of these too. And this one, just take whatever little scraps you might have and kind of find a way to work them into your card. So this one I just used across the center here to kind of break up the two patterns. And then the same Merry Christmas on there again. Here's a third one. So this one I did in blues. A nice blue background. It had little snowflakes on it. On this one I used a scalloped shape on here, and then put the word Merry on there and Christmas there. And the two layers, I used a bigger one of the die cuts on here in the blue pattern as well. And then the reindeer. And I just added a little stamped and die cut poinsettia on there. And then just kind of add some stickle in the center to bling it up a little, and a little bit around the reindeer. That turned out really nice. I think, yeah. And then what else was I going to show you? See, I've got these two other cards that I was working on as well. So this one is still using the fancy die cuts there. I've layered 3 on this one, as well as a nice background. This one has poinsettias and greenery on the background. And then I layered the 3 die cuts on there. Oh yeah, I forgot to say I did pop the top die cut up with some of the 3D tape to just kind of give it a little more interest on there. And I did that with the reindeers as well, so that they were popped up a little bit. And this one I stamped Tidings of Comfort and Joy on there. I just had a little stamp from a package that I've used in the past as well, but I really like that stamp. It looks really nice on here. I just stamped it in black ink. And then I just, I used this little tiny star punch out here, and I punched out some little gold foil stars on there and added them around, and just a little red gemstone on the bottom there to dress it up. And this one I did stamp inside. I don't always do that, but I stamped Merry Christmas inside and added a border of this pretty paper, pattern paper inside as well. So that might give you some ideas. And then I did a second one, and this one, and when I cut out these shapes, I used some paper that's just a soft background so that the stamp would show on it. And then this one had already a little vine on the piece of paper, so that worked out good. I thought I'd leave that on there to add a little more decoration. And then the stars again, and layered up the fancy die cuts there. So yeah, so I had fun in this one the same. I did Merry Christmas inside. I didn't add the border on this one, but that's something that you could do as well. So I had fun doing those, and I hope, you know, that gives you some ideas, and you create some of your own. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.